Hi, welcome to Wigs Warehouse. I'm Shirley, and what I want to show you now is how you can take some wefts, either from an old wig, or you can also buy wefting actually at Sally's, but it's quite long. This is part of obviously this is a wig that I've been cutting up and cutting on. And so what I did was I just took and I cut some of these wefts out, and this is what a weft is. This is actually what constructs a wig, and that you'll see there's numerous wefts in this. So I just cut the one, and then I removed what little tiny bits of elastic might have came with it. And so what I'm going to do now is I want to add some blonde strips to this particular wig. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and and this is a machine made. You would have a real difficult time trying to add color to a hand tied because it's like minute latch hooking. But if you'll notice, here's this is constructed like this with these wefts here. Now I'm going to take this weft and just back it up, set it right in front of or on top of that weft. And I hope you can see it on the camera. I actually should have used some clips here to keep that other hair out of the way. So what I'll do is I will sew this here to this weft. And I like to use, like this has got a dark base, so I want to use a dark base thread. I like to use, if it's, that's how I do mine, and whether I'm making it littler, bigger, whatever. If I'm going to be sewing, I want the color of the thread the same as the base of the wig. For me, it just seems like it makes it blend in better. So, and I'm going to do this kind of haphazard. You wouldn't want to, but that's because I want you to see what you can do. And obviously, it is a time-consuming thing, but at least it's a permanent. Some of my gals will take and they will use, there again from Sally's, they can get, maybe a blonde spray where they'll take out little pieces of hair and spray it, So the purpose of this is where it's permanent. And like I had one client, she wanted a red frosted wig. Well, you know what? They didn't make the wig that she liked the style. They didn't put any frosting in this particular red. So of course I charge it a little bit more. If anything's a little bit more labor intensive, it's going to cost a little bit more to have this done. But that's technically really doing something custom. So then you would knot that off, and in fact, let me do that so that I don't have that running around. And sometimes you have to cut the hair because maybe the hair on this weft was a little bit longer than your style. So you just want to make sure it blends in with your style. But see how now you have some frosting in that wig where you didn't before. It was just a plain, just this plain brown with some red in it. Now here's that wig with a few more wefts added to it, and you can see how it gives you more of a frosted look. And like I said, you can just put them wherever you want them. The important thing is usually they just do them on top because that's where most people have their frosting done. I have some gals that maybe they want red. Well, you can get your red wefting. Years ago, we had a lady that had a gray streak right down her head, right down her part. And so we actually would take and put gray hair, sewed it so when she wore her wig, it looked like her hair. Because for her that was a real prominent feature, and she was known by that white strip. But see how you've got this permanent frosting then in this wig, and I said you can add as many as you want. You could just back it up, and that's kind of what you do. Is you as I said, you get to where the weft is, and you sew onto that weft. So you put another one here, and would sew it. Then you'd end up with quite a bit of frosting in this particular piece. So I hope you understand what I was doing here. I just didn't want to take a whole bunch of time showing you sewing because that is a little bit time consuming, but you can see what the end result is. Thank you very much for watching.